Jesus lets people go. As we learned Sunday at church, this is a bit of an overflow of that as we look to the fact that, Jesus is not a forcible God. He gives us free will. This is in contrast that we learned yesterday from King Nebuchadnezzar, who used fear of death to get people to have groupthink to go along with the way that he wanted. So his leadership was one of fear and coercion, much like a narcissist or a psychopath, and they're trying to get everybody else to be their way, and that's the only way they can have comfort is knowing that everybody else is forced to believe what they believe. But God gives us free will, and Jesus Christ actually lets people walk away. Of course, Jesus doesn't want anybody to perish, but he doesn't force anyone. And as we've learned that in a number of locations, when he talked to the rich young ruler and he invited him to follow him, but he went away sad. And so then Jesus ended up being sad that the rich young ruler went away. Jesus gave a hard teaching of what it takes to be a disciple. And that's in John chapter 6, verses 66, that it says that many disciples turned away from him at that time. And Jesus just let them go because he said, they got to follow me. They got to want to do it. And so with that gives us a bit of comfort to know that our God is not a forcible God, that he's actually very secure in his own gospel, in his own faith, in his own self, and that he doesn't need to coerce anybody to believe. It is, of course, to our benefit to believe and to follow, and it is to our detriment to not, but Jesus is not going to make you do anything. And so I just want to encourage you that as we learned that as Jesus taught his disciples, you know what? Go out and preach the gospel. If they don't listen to you, move on to the next town and keep on going. And then you won't be finished doing that until I return. So it's important for us to realize that we don't take it personal when we do ministry and help people and lead them to the Lord if they don't actually come. We should never think of doing any kind of tactics that Bible thump people. You know what? The Bible thumping people that we may have run into in our world, or the judgmental Christians, are an oxymoron to Christianity. And so with that, we just want to make sure that we understand that Christianity is a very voluntary thing because it speaks to the heart. And if you think you have to do a physical tactic like Nebuchadnezzar did in order to get someone to follow God, then we are so off base. So let me encourage you to know that you don't need to take it personal or to take it a step further when you share the faith with somebody and they reject it. Of course, we go in praying that they will accept it, and that is what our endeavor is to do, is to pray and to share the gospel, to help people and do mercy gifts along the way. And we leave the results freely in God's hands. Thank you for tuning in. God bless you. Have a great day.